taken refuge here among the mortals in hope of harvest for my innocence. Tread lightly in the search for the voices and stories of the departed, for in shadow hides the evil that lurks within. As the light dies and slowly becomes night, the realm of spirits rule the world. In the darkness of your mind hides your own hidden demons, and brings to life your deepest fear. Do you have what it takes to speak to the dead? Do you accept your own mortality in the search for life after life? Have you ever seen a ghost, spirit, or demon? Have the lights flickered and the room became as cold as death itself? Maybe you have. Maybe it was your own subconscious preparing you for death. Come spend some of what's left of your own existence in our search for the answers that are hidden behind the veil. Shed off the blinders and open your mind's eye and listen to their stories. We are they. We are Incarnate Paranormal.
And what is up, everybody? How y'all doing? It's good to see you. Happy Wednesday. Do apologize for no show last night. About 2 o'clock yesterday, boss is like, I need you in at 4:30 in the morning. So, yeah. Good news is, I got off early today, so I'm on early tonight. Bad news is I have to be in early again tomorrow. Good news is I don't have to work Friday. And worst news is I have to work Sunday. So that being said, hope you guys are having a better week than me and it's only Wednesday. What can you do? That's life, that's work. That is what it is. Otherwise, it'd be something else, but that's all right. Let me do something real quick. There. Send out a tweet that I'm online. Hopefully get some new viewers tonight. Guys, I'm feeling a lot better than I was Monday. Oh, God, Monday sucked. You saw me turn off the cam, blow my nose like 50 times. Yesterday wasn't much better. Yesterday wasn't much better. Today was all right. I was feeling a lot better. Got some cold pills. Whatever was in my system is flushed out. Thank God. I thought I was getting sick. Thank God I'm not. Usually it's just a head cold for a day or something and I'm good. We're on to back to Nevada State Prison. I forgot to do something, so gotta go back up to full screen. I gotta fix something here. Can't believe I forgot this one. This is the most important part. So we gotta go here. I gotta edit the show. Bear with me. This should be 174. No, not that high. Episode 174, episode 18 of Nevada State Prison. So I'm gonna go ahead and refresh that, and we're going to be back to normal. Hopefully we got no screw ups tonight. Let me move this up here just in case I actually need to go back to internet. I don't have to minimize the screen or close it. Like I said, Nevada State Prison, Olympus recorder number 1. This is in the execution viewing room. The recorder was set up against the picture of one of the convicted killers of, I believe it was either Carol Cole or G. John. I don't remember which. We haven't got very many EVPs. Monday night, we got one. And we've got, let's see, this is a 3 hour, 49-minute audio. We've got an hour and 40 minutes. If all goes right tonight, I'm going to do a longer show, hopefully 3 hours, so we can knock out this recorder and start a new one tomorrow night. Fingers are crossed on that one. So, with that being said, let's get started. And for those that have never been here, this recorder was left unattended for basically the entire night. So a lot of silence unless investigators came in to investigate. Just trying to find that whisper, that one EVP hidden in there. Right in there. Okay, there is a whisper in here. There is something hidden in here. If we're going to start off 2 minutes in, I'm very happy. I doubt it. But it is got some echo to it. It's very shallow, but it has an echo. It doesn't have a lot of strength to the signal, which leads me to believe it's not a teammate because everybody has left the area. We went over that Monday. We're about 15 minutes past when everybody left the room and the cell block. So it could be echo from further down the hall. Very possible. But at this point, I honestly do not know. So we're going to go in. We're going to bump up the vocals. And maybe have to enhance it just a little bit more. Let's amplify this, I don't know, 5 decibels. That might do it. Okay. Okay, I don't think we're going to be able to get stereo out of this, but we're definitely going to try. Okay, single channel, stereo won't work. So we got to try something else here. We definitely have to try something else. Try it on the lower frequencies and see if we can iron something out. I don't think that's an EVP. So what we're going to do, we're going to throw the old-fashioned debunked up there. I can't, in good conscience, give that any kind of credit towards paranormal. It sounds like saying, "Let me go home," but it's got to be environmental or an echo. It's called environmental matrixing. What makes something sound like something else, like a voice or movement or whatever. It kills me to get it when you get something that sounds so relevant to the death chamber, to the execution chamber, that it's just not paranormal. It's not clear enough, and it's too, I don't want to say digitized, it's too electronic and hollow. Just wow, it happens. That might be me. I don't know. Okay, there's definitely a confirmed voice here. Now the question is it mine? It sounds like the pitch and the tone of my voice. It sounds like it's coming from down the hallway. It sounds like it's coming from down the hallway. It is me. But we've known spirits to mock us. They will attempt to imitate our voice to make it sound like it's almost like a doppelganger effect. Did I just hear? It sounds like me in there. Let me go check it out. Then all of a sudden, yeah, boy, the fun can start. So we're gonna go in and amplify the vocals on both levels, high and low tone, and let's play it. And if you hear hammering in the background, my neighbor's actually doing construction. No courtesy whatsoever. They've been doing it. Well, the neighbor died. Somebody bought it, and they're remodeling everything. So all day, every day, for 9 hours a day, it's like, come on. Let me try to clean this up a little bit. So let's take this out. Noise reduction. Let's go reverb in here. Okay. Now let's go back and play it through here. Okay. I'm almost positive that that's me. So, back to debunk. Back to the debunker. Oh, this button's going to get a lot of work tonight. I just have that feeling. That's kind of weird. It sounds like a wisp of wind coming by. But it's not a voice. We can't call it paranormal. A lot of those external noises, traffic from the freeway, causes a lot of matrixing throughout the prison. So you're hearing shit that's actually not there. It drives you crazy, especially during analyzation. Okay, this is interesting. We're going to be spending a lot of time analyzing tonight. I just have a feeling. this, I this, hmm, this one is a little bit different. I think it's got a different tone to it. It almost sounds like it's saying, "Hello, am I dead?" Okay, we're getting a little clearer here. We're able to take that out. So now we have to go back in, do a little bit more vocal enhancing. We might be able to get this one. We definitely might be able to. Relax. Relax, then something. That's not going to do it. Okay, let's try something here. Okay, nothing. Let's amplify this. I don't know about you guys. I am hearing a voice here. Now it's trying to isolate it. Okay, let's go to heavy noise reduction. Okay, it sounds like there's only one word here, and it's relax. The more you clean it up, the more it takes everything else that we think is a word out of the equation. So, yeah, I think this is just one word, and relax. Okay, and the only reason I would give this any credit, it does seem to fit an execution chamber. This is in the execution viewing room. Could this be the doctor telling the prisoner, just relax? You're going to be okay. Relax. And because there was 67 people executed in Nevada State Prison, I think it was. Anybody seeing this, Susan? If I'm wrong on the number, please correct me in the comments below, and I'll correct it on the next show. 67 people. So a doctor telling 67 people to relax if it was that many. I'd even be as far as saying 30, 35 maybe, and the rest are like, let's just get this over with. Small percentage of that were actually fighting on their way in. So we're going to give that some credit. So this would be 50, 54, 55. This would be EVP 57. So let's go up here. I'm going to put you on mute for a second. Sorry guys, didn't want you to hear clacking on the keyboard. I'm not a very light typer, as you all know. Hunt and peck, it's like tick, 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 tick. Last thing you guys want to hear. So put one on the meter. Up to 1781, and let's keep moving. Kudos to anybody who can identify that sound. This is what being an amazing investigator entails. If you can identify this sound, you'd make an amazing investigator, especially when it comes to debunking sounds. When it comes to getting this type of sound analyzed, you got to have your head screwed on straight. I'm going to play it a couple more times, and then I'll tell you what it is. As I've said for the past few shows, the freeway is literally within an earshot of it's closest to the execution chamber, from what I remember. It's the closest part of the prison to the freeway. This is tires hitting the rumble strips on the highway. Right as your wheel starts catching over on the shoulder and you hit that rumble, this is the rumble from a truck off the freeway hitting those strips. And it's just echoing inside the prison through the concrete. So that like you're crossing the center line, hitting the bumps, or you're hitting those that rumble on the side of the road. So we can go ahead and throw that debunked up there and continue on. What's up, MDS? How you doing tonight? Thank you for being here. You see, we probably got, let's see where we at. Probably about 30 minutes before we get investigators back into the area. So, anything from this point on, just going to be interesting. Okay, there's an EVP here. Okay, what do they want? Okay, is that remember me something? Okay, this very well might, well, probably is me. Just from the tone of the voice, I think this is me in the background. I hope it isn't, because that would be a very long EVP. So what we're going to do is we're going to go up on this. Let's go 9. Then let's go into reverb and knock it back down. Okay. These recorders really aren't the best, are they? They leave something to be desired when you come back and analyze this audio. Who am I talking to? I'm talking to myself. I do it all the time. This is what paranormal investigators do. They talk to themselves in the dark. And good evening, MDS. Hope you're doing well tonight. God. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Pay attention to that second part. Pay attention to everything after 2:15:03. It says, who sent you? There is a who sent you in there. This just took a whole another level. I think that's me saying, who sent, or do you remember me? Or remember me. Like me saying, do you remember me? And the second part is who sent you? Oh, this is a good EVP. You're ghosting the family. Well, that's all right sometimes. You just need some MDS time. It's all good. Yeah, who sent you? Wow. Okay, so we're I don't want to blow this out too much. Trying to get this freaking hiss out, and it's just not working. Hiss reduction. Okay, let's go back in. You're not hearing it. I'm hearing it clear as day. Let me go back and do some more vocal enhancing and see if we can bring this back out again. Because you're not hearing it, and I am. I mean, it could be nothing. It could be me, but it could be distortion. Okay. We'll go ahead and move on. I don't want to spend all night analyzing that one. So it's possible it's nothing. Just can't wait till we get through all the Olympuses and get onto the good recorders. That way we don't have to worry about it. Like, starts at like 2/3 through, yeah. Let's just move on. Like I said, I don't want to spend all night on that one. I'll go back later and see if I can clean it up more. No big deal. No big deal at all. MDS, I'm doing good, thank you. Feeling a lot better than the other night. I was on the verge of something. And it finally cleared out this morning. I don't know what was in my system, but it took a massive exit. Feeling 1,000 times better, which is good. Don't want to be sick for New Year's. I appreciate that. Really appreciate that. I hate being sick. I hate seeing my friends sick. Never fun. Especially nowadays. You get a head cold and somebody thinks it's something worse. You sneeze once and they want you to go get a test, and it's like, oh, come on. I have debilitating allergies, so 2 or 3 times a year it's like nobody wants to be near me. Just want to go sneeze on them. Apple pie moonshine helps a lot. So does hot toddies. Little tea, little lemon, little honey, and a lot of Jack Daniels. Hot toddies, boy. And a couple cold pills, out like a light. Take a couple NyQuil Cold and Flu with a hot toddy, you're gonna sleep it away. You will wake up feeling like $1,000,000. Probably a little bit of a hangover to go with it, but it's worth it. Okay, I think that is... I hope this isn't distortion or environmental matrixing. Something like cars on the freeway or something like tires humming on the freeway. Because that sounds like a voice. That really sounds like a voice. What about you, MDS? What do you think? If that's tires, that's making those tires are sounding like a voice going by. Yeah, it does, but remember, there's nobody in the execution chamber right now. There's nobody in the viewing room. There's nobody in the cell block right now. They don't come in for another probably 25 minutes. So what I'm going to do is I am putting this one down for what I hear. So we're gonna Whoa. Why'd you just crash? That was nuts. Where were we? 28 to 20. Wow. That literally just crashed on me. Okay. I don't know. We're gonna save this. We're gonna save this one. So we got let me mute this for a second. Last breath, maybe. I don't know. I'm gonna have to go back over this one again later. We're gonna go ahead and save it, and we're gonna go ahead and mark it. I said I don't want to spend all night analyzing just one freaking EVP. Be boring. Well, it's what I heard was I'm in pain a little. Is what I heard. It's like I'm in pain a little. They put that needle in your arm, or you know, they put the poison gas in that chamber. That sounded like a female voice. That sounded like a female being executed. I'm in pain a little. That injection going into their arm, and they're feeling it before they go unconscious. That's what I was getting from it. But I could be wrong too. I don't know. Somebody's shutting the door down the hall. God, I hate those frickin' mufflers. probably a semi going by here. So there could be probably a semi, a motorcycle, or one of those frickin' Hondas. Yep, it's a crotch rocket. God, I hate motorcycles frickin' when I'm analyzing evidence. It's a pain in the ass. Kind of how it feels right now.
Found anything yet? We ain't found shit.
Really need to compare this to NSP Part 1. Why are you not opening? There we go, that's why. Well, on the first trip to Nevada State Prison, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. We only had 7 EVPs out of the execution viewing room, and we're already up to like 18. So we're actually better off, a better start than we were after the first investigation, which is good. Okay. Sorry about that. I had to go through and read some of the EVPs from the first investigation. We're far ahead of where we were last time, which is good. Shows the spirits are communicating. It's just now finding the EVPs. Remember we had let me see. First investigation was 436 EVPs. And that was off 9 recorders and 9 recorders plus the Pentax. We're already at 57 EVPs for this investigation. We've gone through the GoPro and 1 recorder. So at this rate, we're probably going to get, we'll probably hit 800 EVPs total for the investigation. It's going to be nice. Nope. That's just tires on the freeway. Nothing paranormal. Debunk. My next project, I'm going to order a pair of in-ear monitors that are made for audio. Instead of the noise canceling headphones, I'll just have the earbuds in. It's got like 4 drivers in them, so be able to hear it a lot more detailed than what I am now. Really looking forward to picking those up. To get rid of the cans. Okay, that's somebody in the background. That's somebody down the hallway. EMDS, now that I got the new PC, I can start upgrading everything piece by piece. Go full studio. I'm even going to get a new studio desk now that mine broke. Pissed. Had that nice corner section. I went to rearrange my room. I went to pick it up to move it, and one of the frickin' braces fell off. So I went from a 3-piece desk to a 2-piece. Lost about half my room. Oops. Probably another car going by here, or cars. If not, doors shutting. Yep, semi going by. 2 semis going by. Oh, hum. The welcoming sound of silence. Analyzing traffic. Name that car for 200, Alex. Notice all the chirping and all that squeaking stopped too from Monday night. We're not hearing that anymore, which is kind of strange. Traffic in Nevada sounds nice. But remember, let's see where we at. We're 2.5 hours in. This is probably getting close to 10 o'clock at night. And I'll say for everybody that went up to Nevada State Prison with us last time for their first visit, when we got close to the prison, you can see it from a pretty good distance away. And they're like, is that what we're investigating? It's like, yeah. They're like, God damn, that's big. It's like, wait till you get inside and you see the buildings on the other side. And it's just like over 1 million square feet once all said and done. But with the buildings about 600,000, you get inside those prison grounds, you're just looking around. It is intimidating, especially a first timer. And you're just like going, yeah. Where do I start? Wherever you choose. There's activity everywhere. Yeah, that's exactly what she said. It's like a kid in a candy store and your eyes are just that wide-eyed, just crazy smile and grin. It's like, oh shit. And did I get into more than I bargained for? Yeah, you did. And a lot of people ask me about it. Like, I'll talk about where I investigate. People are like, hold on. No. They'll ask how haunted is it really? It's like, it beats what you see on TV. TV don't show you nothing about what goes on there. Somebody with their Jake brake on. Yes and no, MDS. A lot of them are good for entertainment and to get ideas where to investigate, and you can use that to your advantage. As I've said, Destination Fears episode, Nevada State Prison, is actually pretty decent. It's not all the evidence. I thought they'd get more to put on air. But as I've said, when I talked to them at Pair Unity Convention, there's a lot that they got that they couldn't put on air. If you want to watch that episode, go watch it. It's well worth it. Little slow for their evidence, but for what they got, it matches up to a lot of what I've seen in there. And that's why I like them over GA. So it helps investigators sometimes, if that makes any sense. You watch what they're doing and get ideas where to go and what else to do that you're missing to be able to use on your investigations. And I will be using some of that on my next investigation up there. I will be taking some of what they got and use it and try to contact the spirits that they contacted. You can actually compare the evidence to the truth and see if their truth matches the evidence. Or their evidence matches the truth, should I say. And from what they got, it matches the history of the prison. Somebody being noisy. Is it me?
Hey, Carol. How's it going?
Oh, that's Chris.
Here's a recording here. My name's Chris.
You're work emailing me. Like, geez, come on.
Alright.
Let's see how Chris does.
Oh. Is the other record ready?
Very curious to see how he does here in execution. Or the viewing room, should I say.
You sit over here in this chair. Carol. Carol, you here with me? A little device right there. A little.
Okay. I don't think that's an EVP. I just don't. Nope, it's not. It's equipment.
A little device right there. Come up to it.
God, you can't talk to him that way. You cannot talk to Carol Cole that way. You've got to gain his trust. He's a tough spirit. But I see what he's doing. I see what Chris is doing. He's trying to, I don't want to say force him out, but he's trying to force some responses. For those who were here for the video, I stopped calling him Carol Cole because he hated that name Carol. His mom dressed him as a little girl. Start calling him Mr. Cole. We got a lot of responses that way.
Is there anybody up here with me?
There you go. There's your response. It sounds like that's coming from on the other side of the glass. It sounds like it's coming from the execution chamber itself. It's muffled, it's distorted, but I can hear a voice. I don't know about you, MDS, or whoever else is in here. This definitely sounds like a response to me. Okay, there is a yes there. Definitely is a yes there.
Is there anybody up here with me?
You're not hearing that, MDS? That is a little electronic, though.
Is there anybody up here with me? 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 Don't be shy. Is there anything following me up here?
And that is tires on the interstate. That's the edge of the tire going over the rumble strip on the highway at a high speed. It's you get that high pitched whine on the highway. So this definitely a tire.
Turn off the light. Daryl, how many people did you murder? That was the church. That. Lights out. Why did you murder those people? Why did you murder those? Why did you murder those people, Carol? What was your motivation?
What the fuck? I'm hearing something here. This is weird. This is definitely a weird one. What? No. I'm not hearing what I think I'm hearing. This is weird. This one is definitely freaking weird. Yeah, you can't just kill me this way, is what I'm hearing. It's a full sentence. This one is a full sentence, and I will stake my reputation on it. I will stake the show on this one. This one is wild. You can't just kill me this way. You can't just kill me this way. You can't just kill me this way. That is a full-on freaking statement. That is cool. And being that this is in the viewing room, the execution viewing room, do you have any last words? You can't just kill me this way. I can't remember which one of the convicted killers it was who was executed. Before that was converted to lethal injection room, his last words were, "You're not going to take me out like this." Or, "You won't be the ones to kill me." So when they dropped the poison pellets, in the cyanide pellets into the room, he began just taking deep breaths to speed up his execution. So he literally started breathing heavy and fast to make the air, take the poison into his lungs. So he didn't breathe normally, so he wouldn't be taken out by normal execution. He took himself out by breathing faster. I'll take myself out. You're not going to do it. So to hear you're not going to kill me this way makes perfect sense. Not only because it's the prison, the execution chamber, it's the mentality of some of these criminals they put to death. You're not going to take me out like this. I'm going out the way I choose. So save selection as. So this would be 58. Okay, I gotta mute you a second. Okay, play it a couple more times and we'll move right along. That is a strange EVP.
What drove you to kill 15 plus people? You're hearing squeaking as my headphones. How old were you when you died, Warhol? When you were sentenced to death?
Give Chris credit. That's some bold questions. That's some bold-ass questions. I said nothing against Chris. Great investigator. Just the tone he's using and the way he's asking these questions, he's asking to be attacked. He's asking for some serious responses. You got to respect that. Everybody investigates differently. I don't totally agree with 100% of the way he investigates sometimes, but he gets results. Where he's doing this may not be the best angle. It just might not be. But to each his own, the way you investigate. You got to respect it, because if something happens, it's his own doing. and I've got a recorder in there, so it'll pick it up, and I'd be loving it. Or in the words of the commercial, I'd be Mick loving it.
It's okay. I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm gonna hurt any of y'all.
His timing between questions is perfect. I'll give a lot of credit on that one.
You can tap on something. Turning on the light. I'm going to go to this device I hold in my hand and set it off, please. And just for a debunk video, by the way. So nobody can say, well, I had an electronic in my hand. I set the K2 meter off every time I picked it up. I'm holding the K2 meter same distance away from the phone when I was in building 13, and it is not going off. Was not my cell phone. I was setting this off. Sorry, focus. Alright, I'm going to place the K2 meter back down. Is Harold Cole here with me? Is there anybody with me? Alright, well, I have dead activity right now. We can go ahead and end the session on my end.
Not a lot of questions, but a lot of good questions.
I'm here to grab my
who's comes in next? Looked like we got a lot of energy coming up, which means somebody was right in the room making a lot of ruckus. So we got where we at. About 6 minutes of quiet. Anybody have anything new and exciting to share? Hi ho, hi ho. Yeah, same. Nothing new, nothing exciting yet.
You're not afraid of the dark, are you?
Okay, that's no freaking car going by. That is absolutely no fucking car going by. So yeah, I am actually hearing a voice on this one. Okay, let's get this one done quick. I gotta put you on mute. Help me. help me. It's like that gasp, that desperation, knowing you can't get out. You're gonna be executed. I'd like to see if we can get through this recorder tonight. It'd be nice. Just don't know if it's gonna happen though. We'll try. The only shitty thing is I have to be to work early again tomorrow, so that's definitely going to limit the show tonight. I'll do everything I can for you guys, that's for sure. Definitely going to do the 2 hours, probably a little bit more. Who's the new guy on the left? Explicit, I have no idea. I've never seen him before. He's a complete stranger. How you doing tonight, Explicit? Good to see you. Odd. Yeah, keep an eye on him. He's a sneaky SOB. You know, you're not careful, he'll jump back over here. Had pasta with clams and garlic and a white wine sauce, super good. I'll deal with the pasta, just not with the clams. Never mind, he gone. Oh, shit. Yeah, I'm not a fan of clams or oysters, so... Oh well, to each his own. I was trying to decide what to take a drink of tonight. Do I want a sip of Tuaca? Or do I want a sip of Jack? That's a tough choice tonight. Okay, we got investigators coming in. Let's see how loud they're gonna be. Pretty dang loud. they're going to be this loud, I'm going to have to go in real quick. They shouldn't be that bad. Never mind. They're not going to be too loud. If it is, I can always knock it down a few notches. Okay, I take that back. Let's go in. They're going to be in here a few minutes. Let's just go up to here. Let's go in and go -4. Let's just knock it down just a hair. I think that'll be fine.
Is that open? Yes. Okay, I'm gonna set this
Yeah, let's just
Yeah.
set that down and sit and chill for a moment.
Okay, so we're
Turn
back.
my light out. Oh, that was so
You
bad.
didn't use this, just like, we're here to visit. When we're ready.
Okay, I just got something, but it was you reflection in the window.
Okay.
That's okay.
Is this good like that? Just like
And that would be, I believe, Lingering Souls Paranormal.
Okay.
I'm going to stand to the side so I don't reflect in them.
Okay. Alright.
So, Carol, if you're here, we're not here to judge. We're not here to say anything mean. We would like to talk to you.
No, that's not Lingering Souls. That was, if you were here for the videos, that was that old couple that came through with when we were up in the other cell blocks. I can tell by her British accent. So see what they can do. I don't know. And I kept telling them, you got to go talk to Carol Cole. That's what I told everybody that came in for the first time. You got to go to execution and try to connect with him. But being that it's a woman, he murdered a lot of women. I think he murdered 13 or 14 women. So for a woman to go in and try and talk to him, could be dangerous.
Get your story.
I'm just so sorry that your mother was so mean to you. I know you loved her and all that, but it was pretty cruel.
Please don't be afraid to come forward. We don't mean you any harm.
They didn't walk
You,
in.
you can't move on, 'cause that's what they say, Carol. Why is it you can't move on?
You know there's a better place to be than this, right?
Are you afraid of judgment?
That's a good question. That's one of the best questions I've heard from other groups who come through here yet. Are you afraid of judgment? Being in the viewing room for the execution chamber, are you afraid of judgment is a beautiful question. That shows an investigator right there. Are you afraid of your judgment? But in God's eyes and law's eyes, once you give your life for your crime, you're clear with the house. So still, very brilliant question. That's an investigator.
Can you tell me if after you died, did you see your God, or a God, or a higher being? Was dying like you thought it would be?
EVP session in the death chamber area. We're asking questions. So let's set this right here by this other recorder.
What was his name? Carol what?
Carol Cole. Mr. Cole.
Okay, I've got something.
Quick. Look. There's somebody on bars. That's the bars.
Take a picture.
Hello?
Take a photo. Should I take a picture? Take a photo. Should I take a picture? Take a photo. Take a photo. Take a photo. Take a photo. Take a photo.
That's her whispering in the background. The accent gives it away. Yep. Accent's a dead giveaway.
Is that you, Mr. Carroll? Mr. Cole?
If you can hear us, can you please raise up an arm?
Thank
Raise your
you.
hand.
My name's George. This is Megan. And Lindsay's holding the big thing in her hand.
Thank you for raising your hand.
Thank you. Oh, there's another one.
So you can hear us. If you raise your hand and hear us. If you raise your hand in response. If you raise your hand in response, we'll take that as a yes. Do you hang out here? Oh, hang on, let's get
It's
this out.
reflecting on that. I was going to take a picture of it.
On video, you okay?
Oh, you are? Okay.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Cole.
Explicit? No. When I was younger, Mom used to take me on a lot of cruises. I drank wine as a kid. As an adult, I don't have a taste for it. Maybe I just haven't found the right wine. But I'll take my redneck wine. I'll take the Jack, my redneck wine. I'm not enough of a redneck that I'll drink box wine. But yeah, no. Unfortunately, I am not a wine drinker.
I'm concerned that you're stuck here, but do you know you don't have to stay here, or you don't want to leave because you're afraid of what might happen to you? It's not like what they said, I've died before. And it's not. The judgment that people talk about, the religious places talk about, is not really like they say. I know you did some horrible things, but you had some things happen in your life that just made you.
Yeah, I couldn't
angry
recommend
that
any
way,
wines.
and you got stuck in it.
But I would recommend this.
I think you have a lot of energy too, because this is a
I
long
would
time
recommend this to
stay
sip on.
Yeah, go ahead and pan it another way a little bit slowly to your left and see what happens. Go up. Point it up a little bit.
It's going up there. Do you want to be seen?
We can see you on the screen.
Do spirits happen even if you aren't associated with any sort of religion? Absolutely. Spirits are going to contact or make communication with whoever they choose. If they see you as a kind energy, if they see you as an energy they can relate to, then yes, religion completely aside. I try not to go in, come back as a spirit. I don't know. That's a good question. Do spirits happen even if you aren't associated with any sort of religion? I honestly can't give a defined answer on that. If you believe in an afterlife, if you believe in spirits, you can believe in spirits and not believe in religion. You can believe that we're energy and we come back as that energy, whether that's a spirit or not. Absolutely. It's like Ghost Physics by J.C. Knight. I've mentioned that book several times on air. It shows our energy returns to the environment. So if we return that energy with our same consciousness, then in theory, that's a spirit, even if you're an atheist. If you believe our energy returns, you don't have to believe in some sort of God or religion for that to be relevant. So on either level, then absolutely, that energy could be a spirit. Just it all comes down to your belief, if that makes any sense.
The outline of your body, that's you, Mr. Cole.
Hold on. Is that him whispering? Or is that a EVP? Well, in some aspects, explicit, yes. But it all depends on your beliefs. Yeah, it's an EVP. It's not strong enough of a signal to be a whisper. Okay, this is it's a hard whisper. It is a hard whisper. Did you come for a prayer? Let's try something. I hope to God this doesn't distort it to shit. We've had bad luck with slowing down EVPs. It seems to just put them all wonky. Okay, now it's distorted. Let's go back a little bit. Okay, that's as much as we're going to be able to do that without distorting the EVP. We're going to destroy evidence if we do anything else there. So let's... Did you come for something? Is what I'm hearing. I just don't know. This is an EVP. Wow, this is actually cleaning it up. I think we're going to get this one. I really think we're getting this one. And one more time. This should do it. Hopefully. Cross our fingers on this one. Come for something. Now, I don't know about you guys. I'm hearing come for something. Did you come for something? Ooh, I don't know. So what we're going to do, so this should be, got to put you on mute a second. Okay. We're going to go ahead and mark that down. And we're going to move on. Otherwise, we're going to be on this EVP all night. We spent about 8 minutes on one earlier. I don't want to spend more than 5 on them. I really don't. We went through this the first time through NSP when we spent 20 minutes analyzing one EVP. Okay, honestly.
Not that it's on that, but that doesn't mean it ain't there.
It's gone.
Hi, Mr. Cole. Thank you.
Yeah, but you remember, you were here for that explicit. We spent a lot of nights on one EVP. When we have a cool day where we go all over the questionable ones, yes. Once we finish all the EVPs, once we get everything finished, we're going to go back over everything. We're going to go back over it all because I've clipped all the EVPs. So we're gonna start looking at the questionable ones and some of the others that we got just to be able to confirm. And it's probably going to take a couple of shows just to do that. But we're going to do it.
Thank you for visiting.
Yeah, I'll ring camera ready if you want me to record.
Yeah.
Just let me know.
Yeah. That would be great. Thank you for coming to see us. So that was right here. I can feel it on my shoulder here, back in my arm, behind me.
Yeah, I don't know what device they're using, but it's loud. Okay, they're going back over their... They did the EVP session and they're replaying it off the recorder is what they're doing.
Wish we could go in there.
See, that's why we do the tech environment. We can't talk loud. It echoes so bad, it's hard to hear.
Yeah.
It echoes so loud. It echoes so bad, it's hard to hear.
Yeah.
So you hear them say, I can't talk loud. You know, they're goofing around a little bit. They're having fun with the investigation. Sometimes you got to do that just to get reactions.
Do you think you got anything?
There's a couple of places that are kind of iffy.
Okay. That's got inhibit hops. That's weird.
What's that?
Oh, inhibit hop. Oh, it just disappeared. Inhibit hop.
The third male voice you hear with him is Chris, which is one of the guards or one of the tour guides there at Nevada State Prison. Very cool guy, very knowledgeable about everything that happened there. So You saw him you were here for the GoPro video. You saw me talk to him and about what goes on and what happened and all the fun shit. But yeah, he's taking those two around and showing them the hot spots.
Ambition running.
Chest. I've never seen him at all. What is your name?
Happy Hop.
Maybe? An old character, maybe?
That does sound like an old,
Right?
Never heard that.
Okay, so
Mr. Hancock. Mr. Cole. Mr. Mirovich.
He was the first one to be executed. I think it was 1906.
got David again. Is there David?
David is who killed Robert. He keeps
The David, if I remember right, is David Blackwell. So, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Here we go, 1905. John Hancock.
No, he was before that. I think he was the
John
very
Hancock was 1925.
This is 1905.
That's right.
I got it wrong. Murdered Peter Edmondson and Jack Walsh, thrown from a freight car after robbery. Hanging. So he wouldn't be in here because this is the gas chamber. Lethal. 1924 is when it started.
This guy, Raymond Plunkett, murdered his infant son and attempted suicide.
That's a sad situation.
Yeah, it's very sad.
Yeah.
Murdered Pauline Williams' wife for cheating. Here's a 2006, murdered Betty Jane Mary and Kim Parks. Strangulation, DNA proof. Washoe County. Governor was Gunn.
A lot of wife killings.
Lethal injection. See, that's what had spread arms like that. They did lethal for a while. They just used the same chamber.
A lot of murdered hitchhikers too. A lot of murdered hitchhikers.
Yeah, murders usually.
This guy killed a lady with a miner's pick.
There's at least 4 for killing hitchhikers on this page.
Killing the hitchhiker.
Killed with a miner's pick. Killed with a pickaxe. What a way to go.
This one, Reno PD.
Yeah.
Detective Sergeant Alan Glass, Peter
To avoid rape and murder.
Mrs. Bill Ray. Morning. Did I say morning?
Morning, yeah.
Minister's wife shot after rape and robbery.
And those are all gas chamber.
Is anybody listening to these names? Do you recognize these names? A little character here.
I'm sorry you went through all the things that you did, Mr. Cole.
I got a
Sad.
figure. I've got a small figure. You were talking about an infant. There's a little figure in between the door and here. It's gone to
Yeah.
It was little. There's
That
two
could be us
now.
in the light. That could be seeing us. Is that seeing us?
It might be.
Now, is it just me, or do they seem like they're talking more about just talking about the convicted killers? They're talking about what they did, not investigating, which, all in all, not a bad strategy. Because you heard me on the GoPro, I sat there and called out every single name on the list. Did my best not to butcher their names. So if they're sitting there saying, okay, this is what they did, is that going to trigger some kind of energy to where, or trigger some kind of a response to where whatever spirit's there is like, oh, yeah, you're bringing up my past, but yeah, I did it. Yeah, that's my name. If I was a spirit, yeah, you know what? I did it. I'm here. What do you want? You want to sit down and talk? You know, you want my autograph? What do you want? I'd be a smart ass. And when I'm a spirit, when I die, I got a list of people I'm going to haunt. I got a list of people I'm going to mess with. So yeah, a lot of people are in trouble. But if they're in this prison, if I was a spirit in that prison, I would be having fun with people.
Let me move on the camera. If you're still here, can you just follow me, please?
Have my picture up on the table and just knock it over. Just see people running out the door.
Are you okay?
Because admit it, every one of you, if you were investigating a haunted location of a mass murder, of a murder, they had the murderer's picture there on the table, and you walked up to that picture and said, "Oh, John Smith, you murdered 12 people. Are you with us right now?" And that picture just went. You would be hightailing it out of there. You'd beat your shadow out of the room. I guarantee it.
No, that's what I'm making sure it wasn't a reflection. But that little one was over there.
And when you said the infant,
Yeah, well, there was an Mr. Cole killed, there's an infant, but there was an 8-year-old boy that he killed. Huh.
if you recognise the name, then could you please come back? You don't have to be scared of us. We don't mean you any harm.
We're gonna leave that there for a minute. I'm gonna go walk out here.
Okay.
Let me see if I get it.
Please come back.
I don't know how to read that.
Oh, I'm there.
It's amazing how much heat is still by that light after it's been turned on.
That isn't that I
I can stand at the end.
just can't go.
No, I don't blame you.
I was looking at that one.
Yeah.
That's a women's area though, but still. I don't know if church is off or
This is the second one.
yeah, I'm sure going there that person is open.
Okay, now that the conversation's over, let's get back to listening to EVPs. Though we did get one out of that. We did get one. But like you heard him say during over the GoPro video, those two prefer to do residential investigations. This is just more of a fun thing for them. So to each their own. Like I said, you can't hold that against them. They get to go walk through a haunted prison, take pictures, and do just a couple EVP sessions. I don't want to call them paranormal tourists, but they're paranormal sightseers. They just went to have fun. And you could tell it in their voice. They were having a blast with it. Calling out the serial killers. Oh, that's sad. They were serial killers. Not sad. Tragic. But still, just fun to hear other people's reactions from stuff like this. It's like, wow, this is cool. 'Cause I'd like to see each one of your reactions in Nevada State Prison. I really would. Yeah, and having fun in a stressful environment, explicit, exactly. Because like I said, when you've heard me say this a few times, you walk in there, you can feel the energy. It's so thick you can cut it with a knife. And I hate saying it like that, but you feel how much stress and just anger and confusion and resentment is in the air. It's like, damn. And I think it cheers the spirits up to see people, coming in there cheerful. I think it cheers the spirits up. I don't know how, but that positive energy, I think, fuels the environment. It's just like, oh, we got some cool people in here. Let's go talk to them. Excuse me. I don't know where that yawn came from. Wow. But then again, you see me walking around like a kid in a candy store in this place. It's like, I'm going to turn off the cam and the mic. I'll be back in just a minute. If you guys hear any audio, make sure and let me know. I'll be right back. I'm back. And they're literally, like, here's the viewing room. They're on the other side in the last night's cells. Speaking of that, I gotta set my alarm. Don't oversleep like I almost did this morning. comes a loud door slam, so watch your ears. So I can't wait to get back up there. You guys are gonna, if it happens, we're gonna have a lot of video to see Brent in a stressful situation. And explicit, when you say in a stressful environment, wait till they strap me into the execution table and shut the door, and come back an hour later. We're gonna have fun if I can do this and have it all on video. Oh, I know I'll be fine. But to be strapped into the execution table and have your arms and legs strapped down, oh yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Have a GoPro in one hand, the recorder in the other, or find a way to mount them. Find a way to mount them so I can have my hands free. But that, I know I talk about it a lot, but okay, you can still hear him talking down the hallway. Nothing special. Hopefully April. I'll know more as the new year approaches. No, not far at all. Because there's not a lot of investigations planned right now because, you know, like I said, because of the rebuilding of the new team and with Warden Legacy, I don't know what's going on. So I might not have investigations for a while. I might have to just get a car and go somewhere and investigate for a couple of nights. That way we have evidence for the show. Hell, I'll go get a room down at one of the hotels and investigate the room all night. They're going to look at me weird when I go to one of the hotels and ask to get a room where somebody died. Well, why do you want to do that? Because I'm a sick, sadistic SOB. Oh, why do you want a room where somebody died? Just because. You don't need to know anything else. There's a loophole on it. When you check into a hotel, you can ask if anybody died in the room. Legally, they have to disclose it. Because if it's against your religion to stay where anybody died, they can't give you the room. So does somebody die in this room? Well, I don't know. Can you check? We can't tell you that. Well, it's against my religion to stay where somebody died. If you know what, we'll change your rooms. And no, you know what, I'll go ahead and take it. There's a loophole to this. You just got to play it right. When a friend of mine came to Vegas from Missouri, she was a part of a paranormal team. She needed help to check in, but she'd never done it before. And I had my paranormal shirt on, and they're like, "What?" It's like, "Yeah, did anybody die in this room?" It's like, "Why?" It's like, because I'm asking. It might be against her religion. So they're typing away on the keyboard, and all of a sudden they look. The lady at the desk looks up. She goes, "Oh, you're a ghost hunter." She goes, you hear the clacking on the keyboard. She goes, "We'll change your rooms." It's like, yeah, I thought so. It's like, yeah, I know the loopholes to get into investigate. And they'll do anything they can to deter you from it. They see a paranormal shirt in a casino, in a hotel. They are not too crazy about it because they want to know if you're investigating and if anybody who, like Asian clientele, will not stay anywhere that's haunted or where somebody died. That's why you never see it on the news. Somebody committed suicide in a casino. Somebody died. Somebody was murdered. You don't see it because of that sole reason. It deters clientele. Bad for reputation, yes. But there's loopholes if you know how to use them. Or just get a room and investigate it. You never know. It's a crapshoot. Just ask for a haunted room. What are they going to say? What do you mean? Give me the most haunted room you've got. Just the look on their faces would be priceless. The people like me who have no filter, and I'll just ask, "Hey, what do you got that's haunted?" And you get that look. It's like, really? It's like, yeah.
I'm still looking for those other rooms.
Wow.
You know, the ones that have the double doors? Yeah. That's Max. We gotta find Max.
He came back in. Ouch. Okay, that was loud. That hurt. I should know better. You'd think this late at night in a prison, people stomping around, you'd get a few spirits telling you to shut up. Be quiet, I'm trying to sleep. But funny thing is, with Nevada State Prison, almost all the cells had TVs in them. TVs and headphones. So you could sit and watch TV all night. Do whatever. Put on the headphones, doesn't disturb anybody else. Good way to keep people out of trouble. Put TVs in their cells and give them 5 channels. All with news and PBS. No sports. Probably have a riot that way. And I see Finn just snuck in. How you doing? And Sarah snuck in too. Hope you're doing well tonight. It's going from work. Yeah, I'll be there tomorrow night. Probably late getting in. CES being in town means a lot of overtime. It looks like we've only got 23 minutes left on this recorder. So what time is it? Let's see. It is 7:30 with, what did I say, 23 minutes left on the recorder. We're going to go ahead and finish out this recorder tonight. That way we can start fresh with a new recorder for tomorrow's show. We've caught, I think, what we've got, 4 EVPs tonight. Got Remember Me, Who Sent You. I'm in pain a little. They Just Can't Kill Me That Way, and Help Me. So 4 EVPs tonight, and a 5th questionable one that I got to go back over later. Nothing, well, They Just Can't Kill Me This Way is a pretty substantial EVP. But yeah, that one is back. Let's see, where are we at right now? Hold on. Where are we at? We're at 327.29. This is back at 242.42. So what we're going to do, since you guys just came in, where are we at here? Should be right in here, I think. So yeah, You Just Can't Kill Me This Way. That is pretty creepy. Yeah, only been, what, 1 intelligent EVP tonight? Yeah, excellent, that one. I heard that and I'm like, I heard Kill Me This Way. And then you know, you clean it up and you're like, I heard You Just Can't. And I couldn't make out the rest. And when you go in and clean it up, it's like, did they really just say that? Yeah, it's like, wow. It makes your skin crawl. And because you come in late, there was one of the convicted killers that was executed there by the gas chamber. And his last words were, "You're not going to be the ones to take me out." So when they dropped those cyanide pellets into the buckets, he started breathing heavily so he could speed up his execution. So as soon as that cyanide hit the air, he's, taking those deep breaths, trying to force that poison gas down into his system, so he can say, "I took myself out. You guys didn't execute me. I took me out." Which is probably something, if you're somewhat of an intelligent person, you just start doing that. If you're going to die by the gas chamber, as soon as that pellet hits the water, start taking deep breaths. Be like, "I'm going to take myself out. My final words are this." I'm taking your hands are in the chair. Just raise your fingers up. Be like, "I'm taking myself out. Screw you." So yeah, that kind of fits to that EVP, You Can't Just Kill Me This Way, to the story of that prisoner speeding up his own execution by breathing in the gas that fast. They kind of tie together if you think about it. So history kind of ties into the EVPs. Makes you feel real good about it. It's like when you can match up EVPs to match history, it's, oh my God. And you don't know the history until later. Because that's why I go into these locations blind. I don't want to know too much to rule out the possibility of subconscious manifestation of my own EVPs. Go in blind, that way when you get the evidence, go look it up, and if it matches, then you can confirm it. But now, as much as I know about the prison, I can dig deeper into what actually happened to some of these people. So it makes it confirm the evidence, then use it against them when you go back to investigate again. Or use it to get more evidence, should I say. What the hell? Okay. Let's go in and do some enhancing here. Because I don't know if this is a sound coming off the highway or this is an EVP. This could swing either way right now. Go do one more. Let's see. This isn't an EVP. No way. Okay, we're going to debunk that. I can't either. It's more than likely it's a investigator in the background that's way down the hallway. It's just reverbing through the concrete and the steel, and it's making it sound like it's something. So we're just gonna just nip it in the bud and move right along. And the downside with this recorder, it ended up dying at the 3 hours and 49 minutes because it ran out of memory. So we actually lost about 3 hours of recording time. Which will be with all but one of the Olympuses. All the others ran out of battery before they ran out of memory. Go figure, right? Is that Angela? Yep, that's Angela. That. Okay, there is an EVP here. There is an EVP here. This one I guarantee. And I think I already know what it says. Now, I don't want to go jumping through a lot of flaming hoops on this one, but because of where this is in the execution viewing room, let me reverb this. Let me clean this up. Okay. That cleaned it up a lot. This is what I wanted. This is what we got earlier when we cleaned it up. So we're going to go back into Vocal Enhancer. Now, what I think this is saying is, are we dead? What do you guys think? Because that's a female voice. Now, I could be wrong. It might not be Are We Dead? But being that it's in the execution viewing room would make sense. With the 60-some people that were executed there, are we dead? Yeah, you all are. You all are dead. But for that many spirits to not know that they've passed on, that they've gone into the execution chamber knowing they're not getting out, are we dead? Doesn't make complete sense on a conscious level. And that's the only reason I'd want to debunk this as not being Are We Dead? Because if you go into an execution chamber, you know you're going to die. What do you guys think? I want an honest opinion on this. Because we can debunk this just as easy. I just want to be 100% with you guys. Can we clean this up anymore? The more I clean it up, I don't know. Okay, I can always delete it. I can always delete it later. I can always change it later. When we go back and reanalyze everything, all the EVPs are clipped. So when we go back over them after we finished everything, we can always change it later. But for now, we'll put that down. So I got to mute you for a second. Sorry, sometimes you gotta write out a dictionary to describe the EVP. What recorder it is, what night it is, what EVP it is. So yeah, that should be 61, I think. We're gonna mark it down. We're at 1786. Let's go. And I'm trying to be able to debunk it compared to the voices from the team in the background. And that's the hard part. But it's a whisper, not a voice. Or not a speaking voice, should I say. The hell? That doesn't sound like a door to me. And it's hidden in the squeaking door. That's just creepy. And you hear the investigators, so that's investigators communicating with each other. That is not an EVP. And they've got the Ovilus on. Yep, they've got the Ovilus 5B on. Can't tell you how much I hate the Ovilus 5B now, or any Ovilus. It puts out a voice. You think it's an EVP. When you go through, if you don't know the two voices it puts out, you mark it down as a false positive. I caught myself doing that on 2 different investigations. And thanks to my viewers, Explicit being one of them, you have to go back and change it. Be like, oh, this was the Ovilus. This is not a spirit talking. That is why I got rid of my Ovilus. I was tired of the false positives. And that is the Echo Box. That's what that was. That Hey Sue was the Echo Box. That was Brian with Cisbro Paranormal's Echo Box. You've said hello like 4 times now. Which how am I doing? Is Mojave for hello or greetings? Wow, okay. Did you hear that on here? Did you hear that on the recording? If so, how far back? Oh, okay. Name that motorcycle. Friggin' sport bikes. I'll also have to look what Native American prisoners were actually there, because I know there was a couple from northern Nevada, so have to look how far up Mojave Nation goes, just to be safe. But thank you for looking that up. Anything to use for Native American always helps, especially in Nevada. Nevada, Arizona, Utah. Mojave, Navajo, any one of those. knock on wood, like I said, all goes right. April, I'll be back there. And there'll probably still be snow on the ground. I'd like to go up there over March. It is so hard when they're in the other room in a prison. Just that resonating echo, it just makes it so tough to analyze. Exactly, sir. Wichita, go outside. You should have been here for the analyzation of the first investigation. There was a lot of this. We're talking like 45 minutes of nothing but socializing outside one of the cells. Oh, you should have seen me go ballistic. Oh, you probably wouldn't be watching this channel now if you had heard some of the words come out of my mouth. It's like, God damn it, people, go outside. Walk away, we're investigating. I was mad. I was hangry. Okay, let's get past that. That's nothing but trash. And that's them socializing. Good news is, that is the end of the recorder. We've come to the end of Olympus number 1, night 1 and 2. We're up to 61 EVPs total out of the GoPro, the audio from the GoPro. So basically they're one and the same. So between the GoPro audio and Olympus number 1, we're at 61 EVPs. So you can see, guys, this is what we have to go. Let me bring this down. Go back to working. We've got MDS's recorder. We've got 3 explicit recorders. The Tascam Silver Olympus, 4 more Olympuses, the Zoom, and the Zoom H3 VR. We've got a lot of audio to go over yet. I truly, truly thank you guys for tuning in tonight, spending 3 hours of your life analyzing the best in paranormal, one of the most haunted locations on the West Coast, Nevada State Prison. You guys are amazing. Once again, guys, I do thank you from the bottom of my heart. It means the world to me, just you guys being here, participating in chat, and just trying to help me analyze this. Without you guys, it'd be very boring. But you guys make it exciting. You guys do. You guys make it a challenge, and you keep me on my toes. Sarah, thank you. Thank you too, my friend. You guys have a great rest of your evening. I will be back tomorrow evening for another show as we probably start into Olympus number 2. I haven't decided yet. We might jump around a little bit between recorders to kind of switch up the audio so we can get something that's just not mono all the time. But we'll figure it out. If we just went through the list, it'd probably make it easier. Anyways, guys, again, have a great evening. Good night. God bless. And I will see you guys tomorrow night. Y'all take care. God bless.